we are going to be playing Tyranny today, because that is today's game of choice. And I just realised I forgot to change my game capture to set to Tyranny because I'm dumb. There we go. So yeah, we have Tyranny today. It's awesome. It's still an awesome game. I'm really loving it. Let's go. I think I might need to change some of the settings a little for my OBS again. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da. I'm only 9 minutes late, it's fine. Okay.
On it.
What was our job again? I think. Oh, everyone has new things to say. Are you just trying to piss everyone off, or do you do this for fun? I'm not judging either way, I'm just curious. Casting an edict on Vandrin's well is a good way to shine a beacon on yourself, or pay to target. First crosses her arms and smiles. Saved your skin, didn't I? Sure did, for now. Like I said, I'm not trying to prod you and suggest you made the wrong call. As someone who likes to stay discreet till she has opening to strike a killing blow, I find your little public gesture of dominance, well, quaint, charming, in a dumb way. Gillen Shadow's loyalty 4. Dark-furred beastwoman snuffs and quivers, panting lightly in your approach, hunches low, long gangly fingers caressing the ground.
Alpha to kills and shadows smells good, like mountain dew. Makes beast woman blood stir, run hot. Makes beast woman want to hunt, bite, rot. Little Chitterbird has pledged to Alpha of kills and shadow. Is good for Chitterbird's chance of survival, but bad for beast woman's ears. Fate Binder wants beast woman? Good, yep. And many more than 5. Thought would stalk small pack of sages near den place called Burning Library. But sage mystics used coal ink and utterances to confuse beast woman. Could not see or track with scent. Lost trail quickly.
Fair enough.
Fatebinder! It is always such a pleasure to speak with you.
Aww! Suru's face lights up when she speaks, takes one of your hands and hers, squeeze it affectionately.
What do you need?
I am really happy. She actually likes me. Reputations. Let's see what everyone's reputation currently is. Yeah, the Skullcore still hate me. God damn it. Tilled Scarlet Core Soldier times 82. And I'm only at half Wrath. His favourite's still capped out. Dying. I would kind of like that as well, but Seven Ashes Bond. Sever the bond between Brave and Ash and disband in the entire area, preventing them from pursuing the benefits of Ash's Aegis. unbroken. They still dislike me, but they're not that bad. Yeah, I wish I'd have gotten that. I wish it had gotten slightly more. Sages Guild, they are still unhappy. Knowledge Hunter, +8 law. Interrupt to the prayer, casting spells. +10 defense against them. Damn it. Bronze Brotherhood. You wiped them out. Indomitable. Incoming prevent conscious for a short time when you are defeated. This will occur once per encounter. Effects. Pricing against the steel health in awareness. Vandrin's Guard, they really dislike me. Very major. Just fight alongside the favorite veteran as well. Travel from a tough area veteran guard during the battle for veterans well citadel. Yeah, they just dislike me. But I do receive an accuracy penalty, so there's that. Stone Stalkers. Oh yeah, you pissed them off. I pissed them off. Fallen Leader, once per combat, when you are defeated in battle, allies receive a might, but a big buff, wild strength, credit all allies, bonus to might and endurance. But I get Broken Earth instead. I get dots, and I crush and petrify people. Lethan's Crossing. I'm assuming this is quite a hard one to get up, to get any levels up in then. Seems to say for this as well. Stone Sea Villages. Okay, they just were unhappy about that. Hey, I saved your people, didn't I? Lantry. I'm actually really close. Participant available. Barak just thinks I'm awesome. Verse thinks I'm amazing. Eb also thinks I'm amazing, that's what's good. Kills and Shadow is both shitting herself about me and adores me, which is a bit of a weird combination. And Siren just adores me. Well, that was a good one. Oh, that was a very major one, yeah, that explains a lot. Pages blood says she. Yeah. I had to be cruel occasionally. I got some good benediction. Yeah. Artifacts, Dauntless, we capped out. Oh, okay, so you get it for crits. Okay. Steadfast insignia. Oh, so you just get it for crits. Outright. Staff of Horus, the Grave Bow. I like that we've managed to max out the Grave Bow, but we've barely used it. Tuadon. She didn't like that. Graven Ash. Graven Ash adores me. Yay. He's maxed out. I'm actually maxed out with Graven Ash. I did not realise that. I need to check my reputations more often. He brought Amelia and her child safely back. Voices of Narat. Hates me. Probably because I slaughtered his people. Blade of Mark is watching. He's watching. For Blade and Mark, I've got a feeling I'm not really going to get much headway unless I talk to him face to face again. Oh well. So, what's the job today? Journal. Final judgment. Speak with Graven Ash. The glaze up. Oh, can Graven Ash is still someone you to meet him at night. Oh. Court, that's called to arms. Turn on someone into the court, stand trial for your actions and the tears. I'm gonna have to fight my way out of there. Yeah, that's gonna be messy. So we have two options. We go to Graven Ash or Tyranny. Take a look at the world map. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Where is the world map anyway? There it is. Cacophony? Wait, can we go straight to Cacophony? I suppose we could. There's just a force the Archon chosen base of operations. This is going to be major. I was told by a friend, the one thing I was told, I did not actually expect this in any way, was if I had to fight Graven Ash, to fight him last. I don't know if I have to fight him, though, because I've gone the disfavored route. I'd really like if I didn't have to fight him. God damn it. Let's go to Ironhearth. Fuck it. This is the one. This is the only one. That might end peacefully. Like, Graven Ash, I saved your daughter. I think you're pretty cool. I've helped you through this entire war. I'm not gonna bow to you though. That's gonna be a problem, isn't it? Come on, Graven Ash. Buckle. You'd be awesome in my army. I've got good diplomacy. Please work. Please have Amelia help me talk him into it. This is for Blade and Mark. Okay, this is going badly. Oh, that's once. If I haven't said it before, I say it now. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Can't wait for the execution order. I'm anticipating your arrival at the court. Don't snuff the lights. Well, pissed him off. That's one thing. Okay, my banner's now orange.
Sorry, I can't.
Oh, it looks orange. I guess that's just the light of my spear. My new legendary weapon. Hey. Welcome back, Fatebinder. Need something? Nothing now, farewell. I am no longer a Fatebinder, buddy. I am officially Archon. And this is gonna end badly. I already know this is gonna end badly. I don't want to! I'm in the middle of a disfavored camp, about to go talk to the leader and demand that he work for me.
We find ourselves at an impasse. You are no Fatebinder to be shrugged off, dispatched, or underestimated. No, that time is over. You are an Archon.
I'm something, alright.
Do not make light of what you've done. Between claiming powers beyond your ken and proclaiming an edict, I no longer know what to think of you.
Harsh.
Time will tell if I am willing to tolerate your presence in this realm. Time, and a final deed to prove your fealty. The voices of Nerat must be executed. With his destruction, his leaderless mob will disperse throughout the tiers from which they came, and we will be free to subjugate this lawless realm. I expect nothing less than your report that the Archon of Secrets has been dealt with. Dismissed.
Don't return with the Ark of Secrets is no more. March on Cacophony. Okay, that actually went pretty well. I mean, I don't think the guy's gonna back down, but... Yeah, I do not think he's going to back down. I do not want to have to kill Graven Ash if I can avoid it. I think the guy's badass. I want to kill the voice of the rat first. I don't want to fight Turn-On if I can avoid it, but I don't think I'm going to avoid it. I'm going to have to fight Blade and Mark, I already know that. He's literally said, I'm going to kill you. So... the fact that he's Archon of Shadows is going to mean he's pretty scary. I'm already thinking he's going to be one of the nastier opponents I have to fight. I mean, out of all of them, I think he could arguably be the most dangerous Archon. I'd say he's definitely the most dangerous Archon, but I don't know if he'll be the most difficult fight. It's between him and Graven Ash. If I have to fight Graven Ash, which I really hope I don't have to, I already know his fight's going to be lethal. Let's go to Cacophony. Unlike most enemies, Bane deal large amounts of arcane damage, you know the defense will work well against them. I think if I hadn't done answered in the way I did, it would have ended up in a fight. Wow, that's a lot. Well, there's one or two of them here. Called all disfavored. The path to voice in the rat is barred by his Lieutenant Seven Toes. Kill the gang leader and clear the way. Seven Toes is a weird name. I don't know if I've brought that up yet. Okay, let's do this. Blood Chanter, Horde. Oh, just some hordes. Oh, they have disfavored weapons. Okay. Take the shot. Piss that guy off. That guy has a shield, so we probably want to deal with him first.
Come at me, grave meat.
Ow, that one. I got increased range. I get increased reach with the spear. Wow, just cut his head off. Having a legendary weapon is actually pretty nice. Everyone just feared. Told you he had loot. A rusty iron sword is
I got
all
it.
the loot they have left.
Right.
See what we can find. Ooh, hello.
It's all in the reflexes.
Hello. Recovery time while has wounds. What's Babe's Guild? A few superstition bleeding on the tail even up the murder of man cannot agree to performance in battle. Blood Chanters consider exiles and supermagic forms are less discriminating. I mean, I'll take it. I don't think it'll be useful in it though. Let's save game. we dealt with that very efficiently, so. I do like the now increased range of my big cleaving attack. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I've got a strange feeling the boss might be up there. So let's go this way first and see if we can find anything. Coffee Marketplace. Oh, this must be where the salesperson would have been. Hello. Oh, that's Seven Toes. Oh, that's the Archon there. Let's go this way first. Just a bunch of hordes? Yeah.
Look at that. Future corpse.
Wow, I just
Back here.
that guy.
Bleed out, you little shit.
Whimpering ride for Beast Woman!
Wow, the horde's knives cannot reach me. They can't really do anything. Yeah, it's nice to have the enemies getting weapons ineffective.
Bleed out, you little shit.
My god, that was vicious. Yeah, these little lightweight enemies don't really stand a chance. Skull notebook, spiral club, papyrus notebook, handwritten within the haphazard, inscrutable work for an unprecedented, poorly trained warcaster. Worldcaster, not wordcaster. Well, let's read it then. Might as well. Oh no, it'll be the same message as before, isn't it? Let's save game. I've got 17 armor right now. Fucking hell. I guess that's Siri helping me out. But yeah, 17 physical armor is insane from what I've seen so far.
If I must.
Will do.
Yeah, there's no chance in hell he's gonna bow to me.
Let's see if I can do that.
Good point, actually. Before going into this fight, I need to make sure everyone's stocked up fully on potions. Old water. I don't know what the voice in the rat's going to fight. I'm assuming he's like a horde boss. That's about all I've got. I don't know. I don't know if he's a mage. I'm assuming he might be a mage. He might just be an ad boss. He might not really do much. Yes, there we go. Many pots as we can. She's fine. Just to be safe. I have a shit ton of fire armor. Oh god, did I give you something with that? Kill the shadows, let's give you those giant healing pots as well. Is that good? I think we're alright. I'll save here, just in case. That box is got camping supplies all that's left in it, so we're fine there. I generally don't... I think it's going to be diplomacy for Graven Ash is going to happen.
Just point me in the right
Or it's
direction.
going to have the chance to happen after I kill the Oyster Rat, which I actually am okay with. I mean, it puts it off, but it means that there is actually a chance. That's a lot of beast men. Do I have to kill them? Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill them. I can't see a way around it, really.
Rip red with claws!
Oh, she leveled, sweet.
Feels good. Feels very good. Makes me blood fast, fast wired.
You're skeleton out by your ass.
Why are you all attacking first? Come on.
Felt nothing.
Good shot. I got scarlet skin though. Finally.
Best time to cut claws at vital organs.
Yeah, but it's still fine.
You got it.
You'll have to hit harder than that.
That wasn't serious saying that, was it?
Bleed out, you little shit.
Well then, well. Bane of the Night. I think that Bane one is actually pretty useful. Because I think one of the biggest ones, it just has a mass fear on it. Anything that adds an attached mass fear is useful. Oh yeah, today's stream is probably also going to be a 3-hour one, because I do not have D&D again today. But there isn't going to be a stream next week, though, which is unfortunate. See, I actually gained, yep, 30 plus 30 defense against bleeding and burning. Sweet, that would have been useful a lot earlier. Kills in shadows. She is maxed up out on that. Yeah, and I didn't leave any, did I? Got to buff her strength. That might not be a bad idea. Just more damage. Damage taken is increased for a large burst to endurance and melee damage. I don't really need that. Uses recovering hit precision. Wounded. Greatly increases damage, which might not be terrible. Increases the number of enemies killing shadow can engage, which is also pretty good. Damage bonus to prone targets. I need 6, and then I can start getting, and I can get thick hide. Bullet damage while leaping dead, also bonus damage after the first time combat and attack distance. Alarm damage, disembowel. So that's the only buff I can get for armor. Which I want to get, but I'm about to get into a big fight. I think getting increase, it's Untamed Might or Pack Leader. I think giving a pack leader is going to be useful, because I've got a feeling we're going to be up against. I've just got a feeling that he's a swarm enemy. Because I mean, all the things of so far the Scarlet Chorus is just overwhelm your enemies with sheer numbers, right? So he's got to be like that. He's fuck damage. Fuck it, we'll go damage. We're doing all right. We have 2 tank characters. It's not like she's the only tank in the party. Save game. She's got a huge damage boost, so. And it gets us a bit closer to adaptation shock as well. Which is another big one. It says it greatly increases hit points and She has barely more like agility than Siri. My verse has got a lot of dodge. I don't have really a lot. But I'm an absolute badass. So. Just do that to her because I did use one. Hello. Bronze axe. I highly doubt it's better than either of hers. Yep. Both of her items are pretty good. I'm assuming there'd be something over here. Oh, that's the iron? Iron breastplate. Crush and fire. Having some crush and fire is actually not terrible. What is my pierce and frost defense anyway? My pierce and frost defense is amazing. But we are up against the Scarlet Chorus, so I suppose having that on might not be a terrible idea. Let's see how it looks. Let's just do that. Let's go purely on style, since I don't really know if it's actually good or not. Looks shitty. No. I look like the freaking Hulk, admittedly, but my character, he lives up to his stats, I think. Just big guy. I'm the big guy. But no, I like the heavy armor look. What? I can be aesthetic. I can be aesthetic if the stats are negligible differences. Okay. Here's the mini boss. Okay. You are just a oh, you're a bloodhound. You're a fury and you're a chanter. Let's set that main guy on fire though, because he's gonna be a problem.
There's nothing. Stop dodging strikes!
That was a very efficient kill.
Beast woman again. Use more than 5 fingers.
So there's the part.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
Whoops.
Whoa.
On it.
Stun him, bash him, kill him.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
I got it.
Quest updated, call to arms. Confront the voices of morale. Yeah, there's no chance in hell this is gonna end nicely. This particular fight, this is gonna be a brutal match. I already know. Yeah, there's a lot. I've got a feeling. I've just realised I don't really see any enemies over there, but I've got the feeling that is where I'm supposed to go. Yeah, that's got to be where he is. So, oh, that's gonna be nasty. There's a lot of enemies over there. I already tell. Yeah, there's doors. Oh, that's gonna be a brutal fight. That is going to be a brutal fight. That's a lot of gear. Heavy armor, bronze. Actually, not too bad. Also, not too bad. Yeah. Finally an upgrade. That's a pretty cool helmet. Yeah, this is superior, this is epic, or exquisite. So, what does sharp do again? Hit precision. Yeah, fine, we've got plenty. Save game. She's got a kick-ass Scarlet Fury helm back on. I really hope Verse doesn't turn on me here. Please be good. No, Verse loves me. She won't do that. I hope. That'll be a big problem if Verse decides not to be on my side.
On it.
There's still a few around here. You just hope. Oh, your bloodhounds. Which means you go and aid him. Poor boy. Bloodhounds are irritating. Not looking for fighting more of them. The bleed. Let's go and deal with that one. Let's set that one on fire.
Fall before me!
Yeah, we got silence.
Hope you fancy red.
It best be so.
Right.
Aha! Avoided it. Yeah, those guys are really irritating. This is the self-destruct at the end. It's fucking annoying. God, I'm nervous of this one. Yeah, actually must have got caught by the explosion. At least you only took a little damage. You didn't really take anything major. My main guy tanked a lot. He took damage of all three. I wonder if an unarmed build is actually any good in this game. Over 300 health, she's got nearly 500 health. Verse and Siren are both sitting at pretty squishy at just over 200 and just over 200 respectively. I'm pretty sure Siren's supposed to be like the squishiest character in the game. But she's a giga support, so she more than makes up for it. That looks pretty good, but it's not quite as good as my current, which is a shame. I guess that's if you want to go for a full set of bronze armor. Although it is giving me a lot of like fire resisting gear, so I've got a feeling I might know what the guy's coming up with. But if we fuck up, we can always reload. But there's no chance in hell this is not going to end in a bloodshed. Probably the most violent one. I'll say, can you please bow to me and I'll spare you. When he says no, I guess I'll kill him. And the bigger, badder I'll come. He still looks pretty kick-ass, though, also.
Your campaign ends here, maggot of unreason. We have no intention of joining the uncounted corpses littered in your path.
Why?
For all the fealty to the disfavored, has the Archon of War ever set you above his northern inbreds? No. He would have sacrificed you 10 times over to save some brain-dead grunt from stubbing his toe. We could have been magnificent together. But instead, we will have your bones fashioned into a scepter, your skin knotted into a belt, and your tongue fed to crows. At least crows know the meaning of respect and gratitude.
Gotta be honest, I actually quite liked your voice of the rat, and I didn't really want to go and turn against you. I just slightly prefer Graven Ash's disfavored to the chorus. You were pretty kick-ass, but the world does no need for you, monster.
If you only knew. We are the capstone of the Empire, the intellect behind the monotonous laws, the blade pressed on every throat. You are nothing.
I don't know. I'm the Archon of the Spice.
You aren't worried that this is a bit hasty? Not that I won't come along for the experience, but no one has challenged the Archon of Secrets and survived. I hope you'd thought this through.
Would it be a problem for the Archon?
No, we're in a gang. Sometimes I may talk like I'm ready to ditch you, but you're the boss. I've got your back, but I also have to take a good hard look at your judgment before I follow you headfirst into the unknown. The Voices of Nerat is a terrifying, centuries-old
She's actually
mastermind,
scared of
and
him.
neither of us have been around as long as him. That point seems worth emphasizing. I really, really hope you understand that he's going to hurt us.
It's true. We promise.
If you're up to it, then I'm with you. I've killed my share of gang bosses, and it doesn't take a genius to know when a leader is flagging and needs to be replaced. No offense, Archon.
None taken, wretched girl. We have never been more proud of you than at this moment. You are everything the chorus strives to become.
I think I can take it, but if you're with me.
All the way, boss. I couldn't draw my blade in better company.
Spoke to you there, focus voices right with the time to do milk. I'm very happy that she really likes me because this would have gone really badly otherwise. Without Verse backing me up, I think I'll be fucked.
Our little spy is right about one thing, you know. You're going to die.
She was the spy, fair
Screaming.
enough.
But your awareness will live for eternity, suffering within our magnificence.
Also, I just want to check. Inspiring leader. Reach maximum loyalty with a companion. Yep, no surprises for me, it was Verse. None.
Attend to us, darlings!
Yep.
There is more than one way to skin a fate binder, and we will show you as many as possible.
Voice the rat ready to attack.
Come, gather around and watch us destroy the fate binder.
Oh, defensive crack critically hits Sirin. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, are you not actually enemies? You are not. Interesting.
Slaughter! Rip-rend with claws!
Ain't that odd?
Yield your flesh. The mind will follow. Oh, don't surrender just yet. We've more to show you.
Did you just petrify her? Go kill that one first. You froze Verse! You bastard! Just be. Oh, he's immune to stun. That's not surprising, actually. Run! Run, Siri! I'll do all this guy.
Right.
Shadow Hunter is best hunter, best killer, best beast woman.
Hey, I'm quite happy with you, to be honest. You're doing awesome. baby.
Right.
Fine, you're gonna need that.
Oh, got dark all of a sudden. No!
Wow, what the fuck?
On
I'm
it.
gonna enjoy doing this.
So few of you, so many of us. Hardly seems fair, does it? What could make this better? Oh, right. More of us. Yield your flesh. The mind.
Best time to cut claws and vital organs.
Ow!
Dodging is so unfair!
Cuts deep.
Yield your flesh. The mind will follow.
Just in case.
Whoops.
Squash him. We got him.
Approach us, you insignificant little morsel. We would have a word with you.
Our clutches robes tears of which shine with dim fire. Say what you would, creature. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Whatever the thoughtless rabble may whisper about this moment, don't delude yourself into thinking you are powerful, that you matter, or that someone out there isn't greater still. We came from nothing. Our deeds defined us to the people, and the people knew us as a monster. Did you imagine we were always flames, voices, and secrets?
Delusion.
Think on that. You Archon of misguided decisions.
I'll heed your words, Archon.
At least you know the value of good advice. That will take you farther than any beaten trail, and it will bite deeper than any crude weapon of iron.
Something about this strikes the voice as funny. He begins to laugh. Short bursts develop into violent, uncontrollable spasms and say, "Enjoy." The voices lets a hand fall from his robes. The very flames defined him as a shapeless being, whip into a frenzy, consuming him as they burn. You hear a distant, incoherent chorus of screams in the back of your head, but as it rises, fades to silence. How could a secret extinguish before your eyes?
No! Not like this! We were so close!
I win. Is he truly dead? I can hope the monster that tormented me will never torment another. Shit, I guess that just happened. Good thing I'm still part of the gang, right, boss?
Shadow Hunter and Archon Killer. Terror. Death that stalks and swift silent strikes from darkness. The most feared predator in all of Tears Land.
She's happy. Do I have an army? Yeah, I have an army now. 2 legendary class items. Gentle Touch and Fire's Grip. That is actually better than my current weapon. My god. They're also... Wait, are they both actually... Oh no, the other one is. Gentle Touch. One-handed masterwork dagger. I think it's a dagger. Is it a dagger or a sword? Crit multiplier, hit precision. Wizard rat carved with serrated blade, elegant despite the wicked appearance. I've just realised I get the legendary items from the Archons. I might want to fight Graven Ash, guys. Inspire elegant despite. Considerable effort has gone into the uniformity of each iron tooth, like the notches, suggesting the devotion and intention of a true artist. All the same, merely holding the blade overwhelms you with the reality that the instrument has caused suffering on a measurable scale. The sword... Oh, it is a sword! Such name would suggest mercy and restraint, but it would be mercy to strike a victim down at once, and restraint would only prolong suffering at the tip of his blade. Better to deliver death quickly than a gentle touch. And it does more it increases the crit damage multiplier. Weapon crit, it bleeds, and more hit precision, which is always good. And this one, you've acquired the final screen. Reverberating on weapon crit damage. That's a lot of damage, actually. That's the confusion. Raise the final scream into the air and unleash a chaotic explosion of energy. All nearby enemies are pushed back, dazed, and confused. Duration of affliction scales the final scream from now. Such as wielded by the voices of the rat. Is this a staff? No, it's a mace. Okay. Wield the voices of the rat, and by all accounts, never known a second owner until now. Who crafted such a monstrous weapon? No matter speculation, isn't beyond possibility the voices himself responsible for some bygone era. Rumours circulate that the screaming mouth in the head contains agonized howls of the Archon's family, he tortured to death in the earliest Kairos of Dominion as an act of fealty. The earliest mentions of the final scream came from a chronicler who attended many public execution voice hosted. After prolonged interrogation sessions, the voice would finish his work by unveiling his scepter and bashing the skull of his victim. Other accounts tell that when the Archon of Secrets rooted out treachery, the Empire he would give final scream, delivering it as a gift. Fine, really a warning to the household of the offender. Within a fortnight, he would pay the traitors a visit to retrieve his property, which often included members of the family. Some have interpreted behaviour as an invitation guilty to flee and grant the voices through the hunt. Open the eyes and mouth to reveal the core of the Archon's signature green flames, which yet smoulder with some semblance of fractured awareness. Oh, so he's not entirely dead. You defeat the Archon of Secrets to grave Nash Ironhearth and inform of your victory. Yeah, it doesn't say claim your reward this time. But I will say, let's see how it compares to her gear. It crushes. That crushes her gear completely. As does that. Technically. Is that actually worse than one of those? I suppose. It actually is. Ashes, Finery, and Titan's Knuckle. Titan's Knuckle is actually better? Wow. Much more recovery below his damage. That is just insanely good, so that's going in.
Hey, this looks fun.
Do we want to equip them both, or do we want to equip just one? What does that do? That's just +1 might, and that gives a shit ton of buffs. Let's go with a shit ton of buffs. Congratulations, Verse. You are now the new Archon of Secrets. Congratulations.
I got it.
I've got a feeling I pissed him off a little. Final screen. You've equipped a powerful artifact, yes. Voices of the Rat. I like that I didn't lose reputation with the Voices of the Rat for killing the Voices of the Rat. Ah, she did get a wound, damn it. Chances of me not resting is nil. Oh yeah, there's loot. That was surprisingly tame for what was behind there. I guess I got the big loot already. I got the Archon's weapons. I am still nervous about the next one. I don't want to have to fight Graven Ash if I can avoid it. I want to be friends, damn it! Hey, as far as I know, I am now like the leader of the Scarlet Chorus, right? I just realised that's why we have to get either the fealty. Yep, they like me now. Most of the chorus is gone already. I don't take long to see who's gonna come out on top. Not many chorus stay to fight over the stuff left behind. Must be my lucky day. He's credit the voice you showed how to make an exit. Most of the chorus is gone already. Yeah, I've shattered the Scarlet Chorus basically. Not many chorus say to fire and stuff like that. I must be up to date. This is just gonna have the same kind of important little notes. I'm assuming. Yeah. Sweet. I suppose the people in. Yeah, the people in this force, they're not really bad. They're rogues and things, but they're not the worst ever. Oh, Beastwoman, let's talk to these. Will not follow weak pack with no alpha, will pull back to Stonelands instead. Sniff, sniff. Oh. Clean organised tents go as far as you can see. Yeah, not surprising. There's a billion in the Scarlet Chorus. Sweet, we won. Easiest Horde battle ever. I was very surprised that was that easy. I was expecting like a ton of people to come and attack me all at once. Can I rest at Aspire yet? Amazed that one's close. I guess this one's like up in a mountain, so eh. Oh yeah, I've got new voice line. Fatebinder, I never thought that anyone could get the jump on the voice in a rat. He had loused most of his enemies and ate the others. He was a great and bottomless thing. I just assumed that he would be around forever. Now he's dead. That's hard to believe, really. I'm happy. But he also gave me this life. Here's this name. I hated him, but he was incredible. An artist. What I'm trying to say is that I'm impressed. You exceeded my low expectations. Do you think the voice is really dead? If we're being honest with each other, I have my doubts. The voices could scheme 1,000 steps ahead of anyone. I can only imagine we had something planned for his death, some contingency. It would have been so complex that we might never recognize it if we saw it. It might not even happen in our lifetimes if we're lucky. I've got a feeling he's in the weapon. Like, at least partially.
What do you need?
Okay. You're happy? Kisha loaded 4. She's just happy with herself.
Alpha to kills and shadows smells good. Beast woman is
There you
happy. Likes when Fatebinder wins. Likes that Fatebinder slaughtered Alpha of Scarlet Chorus without mercy. Was vicious, cunning, Archon with many voices. Was Alpha of biggest pack. Means Alpha of kills and shadow is bigger, better, strongest. Will always win.
Thank you for inflating my ego.
Fatebinder wants Beast Woman?
Yeah. Let's do this one. Okay, now I want to find out how to actually rest at Aspire. How do I actually go about doing that? Because I can't find a bed, which is like the classic one. I'm not going in with verse wounded in any way. I need everyone to be at their peak. Which sounds way dirtier than it meant to. Let's also talk to Lantry, let's talk to the other guys, just in case. Finish less pin strips.
I think one can safely conclude that you have the Overlord's attention, and that of the Tears. Soon, all of Taratas. You realize, I trust, I hope, that nobody other than Kairos has ever cast an edict until you.
Are you sure history hadn't just edited or forgotten those that rival the Overlord?
Well, I have a hard time believing that someone would cast an edict and not have it noticed.
Yes, but maybe a rival casts an edict, kills the rival, takes credit for the events.
Well, as of now, I've seen with my own eyes that the Overlord is not unique in this regard. And I suppose you're all the evidence I need to throw suspicion on the record.
You're my chronicler, dude!
Now, If you are right, that implies the Overlord has no qualms silencing and murdering those who pose a threat. In your case, at least my written record of you might survive. See? I'm being optimistic.
Safe to assume Carol's will try to solve me in the same fashion.
At the same time, if you really were a meaningful threat, you'd have already been the victim of an edict, or bled in Mark's daggers. So this has me rather curious.
I am
Just
curious
what
myself,
does the
actually.
Overlord wish to do with you? Good question.
My
In
assumption
parts
is
north,
she's
it's
bored.
commonly held that Kairos' Edict of Dust was the first, but it was cast in the year 11. It was just the first edict to ripple across the whole of Tyranny. If you lived somewhere that used to have antelope, you probably think that's the first edict of the Overlord. But here, the answer is given to us by the Overlord's own sense of posterity. Year 0 of Kairos' calendar is said to correspond to the day Kairos went from warlord to wearer of many crowns. A victory won when the first Edict of Storms shocked both the Cloud Barons and the realm of Medrev to capitulate.
Antelope.
Yes, or it was, at least, until they were all wiped out by the Edict of Dust. Or that's as best we've pieced it together from the records. From what we've gathered from their skeletons, they were some sort of mute beast man that ran on 4 legs.
I know what an antelope is.
Antelope are not like beast women.
Okay, okay.
Antelope have hooves for fleeing. Beast women have claws for killing. Antelope don't eat meat, are spooked easily, are large but helpless, lumber but lack reason.
I'm very curious if
Are
I'll go and ask
prey.
about them.
Silverback tribe hunted antelope extinct. Old ink mystic tells many strange, stupid tales. Thinks to know everything.
I suppose I'm more of an expert in living things, like birds, and can't quite confirm or deny what you're saying, but just forget I said anything.
He's like, I don't know
Indeed.
how to fun.
Once again, I find myself wishing the days and nights would slow down just a hair. Never enough hours to journal these dense days. Let us be on our way.
Hail, mighty Archon.
Salutes you the nod, Paddy got stabbed to the ground, stands to attention.
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict. And yet, here you are, proclaiming mastery of the lands just like the Overlord.
Like replicator pearls, but not this like the Overlord.
You mean his powers.
Isn't it, girl?
You say that now. Let's see if you still feel this way when the reality sinks in, and your mastery of this newfound power solidifies.
What?
The world now
I'm
bows to
confused.
your mere utterance. Each day you will grow stronger, while the world becomes weaker in comparison. Put another way, if I could do what you do, the world would be at the mercy of my depravity. Cursing the name of Ebb, Archon of Fecund Fluids. Let's hope your moral sextant isn't as crooked as my own.
Basically, you're a bitch.
Your
declaiming.
newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict. And yet, here you are, proclaiming mastery of the lands just like the Overlord.
Perhaps there are others.
I should certainly hope not. Tyranny isn't large enough for Kairos, and it's certainly going to get very interesting if the two of you start waving your edicts to and fro.
I would have felt if someone else were proclaiming edicts. I knew when this one activated the spire. From what I know of Kairos, the Fatebinder is definitely a wrinkle in some carefully laid plans.
Ooh, thank you, sir. Lottery. If anyone cast the edict of the Kairos in the last 431 years, I'm certain we would know. There will be the witnesses, evidence that outran Kairos' march west. The sages would have ever heard. I see you're shouting from the other side of the tower.
Your newfound power runs in the face of what I thought I knew. All my life, I've been told Kairos alone can issue an edict.
About me.
What is it you need?
where's the big guy? Barak, don't! What collection of structures rest precariously on shit? I can scarce believe it. You proclaimed an edict. You wielded the power of an overlord for a moment, perhaps. This will turn the tide of battle in our favour. Simply doesn't happen. The overlord's magic is unknowable as anything on Tyranny. Mysterious as well. I was about to say as approachable as the spires, when you've certainly dispelled that notion. This is going to mean trouble for us. Taros doesn't tolerate competition. No, indeed. I wouldn't want to stand in your place when the day of reckoning comes, but standing next to you might prove just as dangerous. What do you suggest I do? Hold fast to your loyalties to the Overlord's hierarchy. There's always a chance that Karos will leave you alone. Your fealty is true, but I offer no guarantees. What I would do anyway, just follow your own path.
What can I do for you?
I gained some from the... Oh yeah, I gained loyalty. I like that he actually quite likes what I've done. That Lantry quite likes what I'm doing. That was good. I like that conversation. Karos is a her, right? Everyone's been calling her her so far. I'm not wrong. Right? Have I been, like, misreading everything? I don't know anymore. I'm genuinely curious if I've been actually going, like, I have no idea what is being written here. How do you rest at the spire? I need to check that. Okay. So apparently there's one at the mountain spire. This is the Dawning Spire. Aurora Spire. Ocean Spire. Sunset Spire and Mountain Spire. Yeah, apparently... It does actually take time. Okay. Just 15 minutes, but it does take some time to move. But yeah, apparently there is one at the mountain spire. There is a bedroll. There it is. It's rest fate towns. Yes, I would. I'm gonna get all the buffs, right? Fucking hell. Spire rest bonus. Parry, dodge, athletics, law, all magic skills, armor, will, magic defense, all skills, subtlety, accuracy, and endurance. Fuck yes, is what that is called. Okay, so do we go to Ironhearth? Or to Bastard City? Let's go Ironhearth, because I think this might... There's a small chance... I think I'm going to have to fight him. Unfortunately. I honestly think I'm going to have to fight him. I don't want to, if I can avoid it. I'd really like to have him on my side, but I've got a feeling I'm going to have to fight. Oh, they're training. I was going, are they fighting? Are some of the disfavored loyal to me?
Sorry, I can't.
That'd be weird. I know Amelia would be on my side. Of all the disfavored, she's the only one that I know would probably be on my team. Yep, he's still looking scary. Hey, bite of work to do here. Speak with Ash, you need something.
I see no fresh blood on your armor, but I sense that something has happened. Where once many congregated, there is now an absence. That can mean only one thing. The voices of Narat is no more. Can this be true?
Boy can go on. His shoulders tremble as he clutches one arm to repress the shaking. He squeezes his eyes shut, rolling up. Hey, well, Arkham?
Suffice to say, this war has taken its toll on me, as have all the battles of centuries past. I have lost more friends and countrymen than any sane general could be expected to endure.
Grimace feels he lacks the strength to maintain it.
I take each death personally, you understand?
Yes.
Down to the rank and file of my stone shields, the harm inflicted upon my northern sons and daughters. At times it seems visited upon me as well. But never mind an old man's ruminations. You have a report to make, and I am anxious to hear it.
He stands tall, but you know the facade that cloaks his waning strength. His eyes twitch to recognize your scrutiny as well as know anything, or practically ashes in pain. I destroyed the Archon of Secrets.
At last, the Scarlet Chorus are undone. We can properly conduct this war and subjugate the Tears as Kairos intended. That I can see this day, while the voices of Narat grows cold. He would never forget this indignity.
Still, the Magistrate Archon's decree, only one Archon may rule the Tears. Let's do these first.
In time, yes. No doubt they will have to be as treacherous as he was, though I cannot imagine their power will resemble his. For all his multitudes, the voices of Narat was a singular being. Nothing like him has ever existed, or likely will again.
Still to sell them out of Council's decree.
Yes. I thought we would come to this. I had hoped to avoid the confrontation. Your service to my army has been exemplary, and I hate to lose a friend on the eve of
Oh,
victory.
he actually considers me a friend. I will take that.
I knew you as Tunon's pupil, but now you are an Archon, and so much more. I would see you continue in your service to Kairos, but as my ally rather than my enemy. Bow in allegiance to me, and Kairos will be appeased. We can govern this lawless land together, and invite the savages into civilized custom. Clearly, the rigors of war have made you simple. The people of this realm can barely feed themselves, much less grow their culture in any meaningful way. We are their only salvation. They deserve nothing more than to be brought under our control.
Tears are no different from the North. This is the one that I think is going to work because it's the swim.
Unity and culture they will have in abundance, once we are finished breaking the last of their strength. If you think you know this better than Kairos, you are mistaken.
Enjoy me. You can lead the Tears to better fate the Council's.
What you propose is incredible, impossible. I am the general of the disfavored legion. I bent the knee once before, humbled myself to Kairos. I cannot do so again. Yours? By what possible right? By what mad ambition do you challenge my...
Oh, I've got disfavored favor. I've got maxed out disfavored favor. I'm pretty sure, sir. His brow creases a severity of expression. Look at your troops, Ash. You were there.
I am not ignorant to the wisdom of your words. They pierce me like a lance through my heart, but there is truth. This conquest has opened old wounds.
Please say he's going to be on my
At
team.
times, I have not acted like the leader that my army deserved. I was an accomplished warlord in the earliest days of the Empire. There was no fortress I couldn't breach, no distance I couldn't march.
He's just getting old.
But the years have reduced me. I cared too deeply for my legion to see them suffer. I lost nearly everyone for whom I cared, and suffered for those I sought to protect. I would not wish this for anyone. I submit to your authority as Archon and Master of the Disfavored. Where you lead, I go. Where you command, I follow.
Yes! Question. I have an army! Graven Ash, to be honest, you did well, buddy.
Fatebinder, you have proven yourself a truer general than I ever was. I relinquish my hold over these women and men, and place them in your keeping. I ask only that you be good to them. They are far from home, and deserve treatment and leadership befitting their noble blood. I submit to you. As your Archon, I will obey your laws, carry out your orders, and protect whatever ways of life you see fit to impose on the tiers and beyond.
Fuck yes, I have an Archon.
You carry a heavy burden now. It is no small task to lead a legion.
Do I get Ash's
Their
Aegis
lives
now?
and their deaths are yours to bear.
He wants to sniff back a tear.
At times, the strain was too much to bear, even for the likes of me. Devotion claims a heavy toll, and over the years it wore me down until...
You alright, Ash?
Fine, fine. Ignore an old man's wandering mind. You are yet young, with the world laid out before you. Your soldiers will look to you for guidance. You must be ready to take on any challenge on their behalf. Lead by example. Lead with the iron fist of the disfavored.
I will do everything in my power to deserve this honor. Yes! I have an army! I've been disfavored as my army now!
The time has come to bring glory and triumph to this conquest. Go now, and bring order to what remains of the tiers. I will stay behind with the army, training and preparing to carry out your will.
A gang of very order around. It's damn impressive, even if you consider they're a bunch of ironclad northern crybabies. Give me a fortnight, I'll whip them to shit. I'll whip the disfavored proud.
Then I can pass on my authority with a lighter heart. Remember, Archon, it isn't enough to slay your foes by the thousands. You must always remember why you fight.
End conversation. You gain loyalty of the disfavored. Fuck yeah. Arca says, Tola regards you with respectful bow. Archon and honor as always. Good low ways to turn on court, haven't you? Hey, buddy, excuse me, Archon. Yeah.
I got it.
I have an army. I have an army, yes. I have a good army as well.
Alpha to kills and shadow. Fatebinder wants Beast
Okay,
Woman.
so yeah, there's no... I'm surprised she doesn't have an interaction to do with that. I'm not feeling Barak will have something to say. It's like, Graven Ash submitted to my rule. Yeah, I knew that was the way to talk it. It's like, oh shit, yeah, they actually are following you. Yes. It's a shame I didn't get the base from Graven Ash, but this is better. As I said, I'm trying to do a peaceful resolution. That's your approach. You deserve... I want to serve under you, General Fatebinder and Archon. General Fatebinder and Archon. All times you earn without question. You bring glory to this favor. Do you have something to do for your general? But the voice in the rat of the helm sure as scout crows to descend upon itself. It already has. Glad to hold you at our side, Archon. Yes! I like that I didn't gain any reputation from that at all. They disfavored like me so much already. It's like, nah, you didn't need anything. Reputation change. And There's Graven Ash here. I think that was a pretty fair one. I'm really happy I could do that. That was awesome. Now for the tough fight. This one will not be a talky one, I've got a feeling. Fatebinder, or should I say General, raises fists in pursuit. Ordered to follow into battle. 2 Archers leaders, victory is assured. With the
Sorry, I can't.
Well, that went well. That went better than expected. So you can talk to an Archon and get... You can get them to swear fealty to you. So I technically have 2 Archons under my rule now. Here's the big one. I've got a feeling I wouldn't have not been able to fight Blade of Mark. Unless I gain Turnon's obedience, which I don't think I'm going to. I mean, I might. I've got pretty good relations with Turnon. Face Turnon's judgment. Sway your actions to the tears. What's my reputation? I want to just check to see how much I can bullshit here. Turnon. He is almost maxed, actually. That's not too bad. I've not got reputation 4, damn it. That'll be the important one. Maybe I can gain it here. No more proceedings will be held, nobles today. Well, I don't see what the rest of that was. It's an outrage, you demand to be heard. Deliberation. This is a decree is no subject to deliberation. The officers will escort you out. Now, the favourite I think are going to vouch for me. The Skull Chorus might very well.
Fatebinder, thank you for answering my summons. This could very well be the defining hour of the conquest.
The pleasure is mine, Your Honor.
Your manners do you well. All the same, we are here for justice, not pleasantries.
Yes.
I first want to make it clear why we've assembled today. After the collapse of Vendrian's Well and the start of the Civil War, it became clear to me that there must have been some great fault on the part of the Archons. We come together to root out the source of our troubles, and determine which of the Archons has sown more chaos during the war.
I can put to the culprit Spurs discussion, this scum who brought down the voices. I hope it isn't your intention to arm yourself before the court of peaceful legal representatives, Commander, unless your officer offer amusement and Blade and Mark flays you for our delight. Callio offers an encouraging smile. He squints at Callio slowly returns his weapons to its sheath. Turns his aimed at only assume a stern look. He refocuses back to you with a
Much has happened since I dispatched you on that mission. You killed the voices of Nerat, taking the responsibility of an Archon's execution. Explain yourself.
Active overlords admonishing the only one Archon good rule it is. No one epitomized enlightened rule like the voice of the rat. Not that I despise the Archon, just the blood march blinks you think of it as a turn, not that I despise the Archon justice.
And you would be that self-appointed ruler. This court wonders what blood sacrifices your ambition will demand of you next. The court has a serious problem to address. Your conduct throughout this campaign has come into question, and you will answer for your actions.
Oh, this is Blade and Mark, isn't it?
You have made quite a name for yourself, Fatebinder. Stories of your deeds have spread through the tiers, and all of them have reached this court. Some actions have consequences. We will see what your actions have wrought.
Okay. Moment of truth.
The chaos you've sown everywhere is unacceptable. You cast yourself so far outside the established order, I cannot begin to catalog your misdeeds. For this, you have been deemed guilty and must be executed.
Am I not allowed to have a trial? Is this not a proper procedure?
The outcome is a foregone conclusion, Fatebinder. Your actions cannot be allowed to stand. But if you wish to make a mockery of this court, I will add it to your list of offenses.
I want to defend my actions.
Very well. If you insist we proceed, then we shall. You are on trial for transgressing on the Overlord's authority, breaking the laws of the Empire, bringing mayhem to an otherwise
broken one
orderly
law, dude.
conquest, and meddling in concerns that fell beyond your station. Our directive to bring Kairos's peace to the Tears has suffered, and you will answer for the part you played.
If you don't mind, Adjudicator, we're on familiar terms with the Fatebinder here. Should any inconsistencies require our input, we will add our voices to voices as testimony. He nods at Red Gutless and turns to you with an unreadable expression.
The court has inquiries into your conduct.
Okay.
I first call your travel companions to speak on your behalf as witnesses to your character or accomplices to your crimes. Who will speak on behalf of the
I have a little feeling they
Fatebinder?
all might.
Siren, Archon of Song.
She adores
Give us
me.
your full report.
This could go really well or really badly because she likes me, but the fact that she likes me may go down really badly with the Archon.
Of course, Your Honor. Your respect for a fellow Archon is duly noted. I thank you for asking me to add my input in this very delicate matter. I will endeavor to speak honestly and stick to the heart of the matter.
I'm happy that you all like me.
After a lifetime of being degraded and humiliated for the amusement of others, the Fatebinder took an injured young woman and treated her as an equal. His behavior is beyond reproach. There is no equal in my eyes.
Aww.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
I think Verse is probably going to.
Scarlet
Yep.
Fury, you who sacrificed your old life for this one, step forward.
Me? As if the likes of me has any business speaking in a grand hall before the Archon. Why, I've murdered enough folk to stack their bodies up to the podium 10 times over. Your Honor, the Fatebinder and I get along like a couple of cats. We scratch here and there, but there's respect to be had. Sometimes I think we agree on too much, but can't fight everyone. I suppose I've had worse bosses, and I suppose I've had better friends. But this one's something special. I've killed for him, and I'll do it again.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
Okay.
Let the Beast Woman come forward and offer testimony.
I think
I will hear her
her
speak.
favor of me is higher than her fear.
Archon barks orders at Beast Woman. Thinks kills in shadow will obey. Beast Woman follows only toughest, most vicious Alpha.
Bad chest for Floor.
Alpha to kills in shadow has slain and rip-slaughtered ruthlessly, leaving trail of praised corpses through whole of Tyr's lands. His best fighter can make even unbroken humans flee, yelping in fear.
I don't know if this is good or not.
Will not find better predator elsewhere.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
Evidently not. The time has come for Fatebinder to offer his testimony. I dispatch you the realm of Storm to deliver Edict Chaos of Storms, the Regency of Sentinels stand keep the punishment of their continued resistance against the rightful authority of the Overlord. Yet you hesitated longer than necessary in issuance, allowing the Regent's time to stockpile supplies in their bastion while drawing this favour deeper into the path of eventual devastation. Wasn't told when to issue it. I was left to my judgment. The favoured were active in the region. I wanted to give them time to pull their patrols back. Yet they did not. Indeed, did not the Archon of War specifically entreat you to issue the edict immediately, a request that you ignored? Tyranny shakes his head. Do not try to hide behind the shield of his favoured Fatebinder. The Overlord turned her wrath as much on the... Yeah, I was told it's her! Soldiers who failed her as a regent defied her. You resolved Kara's Edict of Storm's illegal contrivance. What more is to spare Sol's rural bloodline, circumvented the edict's very purpose. You think the Overlord's fury riddle will unravel? If the Overlord... Oh, that is going to end up so badly. Well, overlord can be overcome by legal loophole, don't you think? See the implication. Yeah, that was a bad call. Long one. You presume to understand the Overlord's will. You presume to come research and idle chatter. To the Overlord, I find your claims repugnantly and naive. I've entered the Old War. You entered the Old War's clear violation of Chaos' laws. How do you answer the perversion of justice above the law? It's just necessary to complete my task. The laws stood the path of justice. Open labour for plunder, cleanse resources within was against us. Only trespassers came with previous trespassers might punish their transgressions. The Archon privilege not grant the Archon right to defeat. I was not Archon then, so it doesn't work. The law stood in the path of justice. Circumstances you describe have no precedent, but I trust your reasoning. The agents of my court are not immune to the law, but your position was an impossible one. Yeah, something. City of Halfgate, you killed garrison corpsmen who lawfully claimed it. The good of the garrison servants bloodied in the streets of your wake. They attacked me, and hence violated Garrison's peace. I defended myself appropriately. Adjudicate. Expect as much. A pity you could not do so without eradicating Garrison's presence in the town.
I have one final question, Fatebinder. You were brought to this campaign to adjudicate the disagreements between the two armies. After your arrival, matters quickly escalated into a civil war. Did you knowingly join the conquest of the Tears to sow discord in your wake? Or were you merely a victim of circumstance?
Join the conquest glory of chaos, less certainly our cause of disease. I'm not seriously weeping the fail can bear back for that savage's chaos. Trade each other out of battle. I did that one.
It's possible, even likely, that the Archons traveled south with their own agendas. I make no secret of the fact that the more worthy of the two would have inherited the Tears to rule as their domain under Kairos, and ambition got the better of them both. They were expected to conduct themselves in a professional manner, as were you.
General Favour 3. Conduct aside, the fact that the Archon's corruption was assumed fact speaks to the success of Fatebinder's mission. I don't know about the rest of you, but I find you find that mildly encouraging.
I am finished with my line of questioning. Have you any closing remarks for the court?
Though I have strived to bring peace and order to this shattered region, I recognise their work as an uphill battle. And all of the struggle, years have shown me that war and conflict can change the shape of the Tears. I'm the hammer that pounds the local shape. Garrison's peace is a lie. That is a really bad idea. Overlord holds dominion because we are ignorant to alternative. Better overlord stands before you, ready to find justice as it sees fit. I want to don't recognise the court's authority to judge me. Thank you. That's not a good idea. This is gonna go so badly. Oh, which one would I answer? It's either that one or that one. Trial by combat. Stroke Game of Thrones, this shit. Fuck.
The way you frame it, the conquest sounds like a matter of true personal investment. Most curious. After weighing the charges, this court finds you...
Guilty, right?
Guilty of all charges. It is this court's opinion that you are a seditious mastermind, a scheming derelict, and a traitor bent on sowing the destruction of the Northern Empire. The sentence is death. You nearly had me convinced that you were the right and lawful power, worthy of governing this realm, or even the Empire itself. I cannot accept that possibility, no matter how distant. You've proven yourself an incredible force, a just one, even. I have to destroy you for it. Everything you represent endangers what we've built. The Empire herself trembles in your passing.
We shall see about that, Adjudicator.
Hubris in the face of
There we go.
annihilation. My court and the world at large are better rid of you,
Blade and Mark.
wretched thing. Blood and Mark, execute him.
Oh, this is gonna end so poorly. Here we go. The assassin. Blade Mark emerges in shadows behind you, steps forward with the purpose his dagger's drawn. Have at me, headsman. This is gonna be a nasty one. Do turn on and Blade and Mark. Okay, I have to beat him first. Got it. Should we get the fuck to the back? This is gonna be a nasty one, I can already tell. So.
It's a battle!
The trick is to keep twisting till you hear the snap.
Here we go.
Hurts when I hit, doesn't it?
Let them think they can hit me.
Hurts when I hit, doesn't it?
Sounds like that hurt. Dodging is so unfair.
The trick is to keep twisting till you hear the snap.
Oh no, you don't see.
That nothing.
On it.
Deal with him pretty well, actually.
The trick is to keep twisting till you hear the snap.
Jeez.
Dodging is so unfair. If you think it will help.
Girls, back off. Wait, did we win? Oh, we won! Golden glowing eyes wide with surprise, Archon tumbles to the ground, clutching blood as dark as the shadows and billow air around him. The clutch is shattered under his
Look at you. The surprise of a lifetime.
Heat gasped out, his lungs filled with blood. The light in his eyes dims as his pupils seep, blackness expanding to fill the whole of his eyes. A look of meaning passed between you, fingers digging to the ground.
Don't die too easily. Won't look good for me.
Yay!
This brightness is blinding.
My headsman. His life was not yours to take.
Don't set him on me then, you prick! Disbelief.
This is your end, student. No mercy for traitors. Only the cold embrace of the grave.
You will be judged at the end of my blade. No rest for the wicked, eh? Your power is increased. You defeated Blade of Mark. No shit. And no rest. Good thing we actually have a. Good thing we play tank, apparently.
Still time. Rip it! with claws!
Squirrely bastard, aren't you?
Sorry about that. Can't do that.
Pay for your crimes.
I feel a bit lightheaded.
Theory, no! Oh, you're gonna pay for that, you son of a bitch.
Will do.
Seeing an awful lot of red.
Okay.
Oh, now I have to kill you. Let's try that again.
I'm assuming he's immune to that. Oh, I'm stunned. Final judgment, that's not a good sign.
Just point me in the right direction.
I got
Run.
it.
Stab him.
Prey is too squirmy. Can't catch with claws.
He immediately went for the support character. He's an intelligent fighter. Hey, she cut his head off. I tried. I did try.
You have learned much in your few years, Archon. Striking down our kind is more than the swinging of a blade or pounding of a mallet. There are Kairos' laws, and the laws that govern our natural order. I fear they often diverge. I have broken the laws of nature for too long. Life should end in its course.
Aww.
And this is my time at last.
He looks satisfaction at Turnon's words.
Kairos is coming. An army swifter and more dangerous than Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus combined makes for the Tears, propelled by the Overlord's will. Your efforts here are wasted. You cannot halt this advance.
But I've dealt with the Archons, unified the Tears, everything Kairos wants. Why would Kairos wish to be bloodshed?
Your power upsets the order of things. These reinforcements departed to ensure that we followed Kairos' demand to settle amongst ourselves the strongest Archon. But your power, your echo of the edict, Kairos will doubtless make no gamble on your loyalty.
Well, that seems fair.
If you would sue for peace, supplicate before the Overlord. Shout it from the mountain spire and spread missives across Tyranny. Make as public a display of your fealty as you can. Hence did I earn the mercy of the Overlord. For the sake of the Tears, I hope Kairos retains some of the mercy that she possessed when
I was right,
first
he is a
I
girl.
came to be called Archon.
Throws up his arms high and looks at the scene of his coat with a flash of arcane power. The Archon is no more. That chorus justice for you, no matter how tall you may stand, someone below is eager to watch you fall. Archon was not so tough, like all creatures grew weak from too many seasons, was Prima's favoured for too long, became weighed with it too much arrogance. Prima is the leader of the beast tribe. It's incredible, Faith Paddy, you just destroyed Kairos' personal judge and executioner. Was any doubt to your power, it's gone now. That was a pretty cool death. I think that's the most powerful magical stuff we're gonna find. Rule of law. Used to blind the will defense. Turnon's gavel is heavier than it looks. Adjudicate must be strong to hold suspended above the ground for so many years. Rule of law is an extension of Turnon's will. He brought his weapon to bear in deliverance of Karos' judgment. Some of its power seems to have departed along with the adjudicators, but remains steadfast and intimidating weapon. Oh, it's a mace. Give that a look, see. It's actually better than mine as well, so sweet. Render and judgment. It's just a hat. We're critically hit. Endurance. That's what it does. It has no defences on it. Archon enemy freezing solid block of ice while his state is unable to take any actions. Oh, that's what he was using, okay. Mask of Stern, Unforgiving Irons, previously worn by Turn on the Adjudicator, symbol of impartiality. Even as assumed his mantle of Archon and Lawbringer, Turnon's obsession with fair procedure extended to his face. He was not trust to audience trial without expressing some unintended bias. This mask replaced a previous variation made of wood. It was assigned to Turnon became Archon Justice. In keeping to Turnon's severity, his mask is extremely uncomfortable. How he wore this for an uninterrupted century is a mystery. His mask is nothing if not extension of one of his more core philosophies. Everyone will protecting the law of Karos, but no one should feel safe. Well, it's a good item, I don't really have a need for it. Oh, and these are some masterwork gauntlets. Well, take it! Minus 10% all shadows. Oh, that's Blade of Marks. Shift for the shadow version of you. Shifted the shadow version of yourself. While this form deal bonus arcane damage to each attack. Each bonus damage reduction. These effects scale with blinding shadows from now. Bracer was worn by Blade of Mark because of made unfamiliar substance. Part velvet stuff, darkness, part hard insect chitin. And it said the darkness was more oppressive when the Archon shadows walked the face to try. Magic stemmed from the power draw on the substance we call shadow, with an air of welcoming and invitation, treating the dark less as something more than as an arcane force. Such the brace had allowed the wearer to embody their darker selves, overtones of danger and risk. Just looking at that too closely causes your vision to swim and sends a wave of nausea rolling through your gut. That is definitely mine. You have 2 random gems on you. That's Purify, that's immune to poison, and more parrying, which you do need. Control Emotions, which is your unique ability. That one you're fine with. I mean, no one ever gets wounded. Very rarely people get wounded. Saying that, I'm pretty sure 2 of my party are currently wounded, but still. Where's that new piece of armor? There it is. This is mine.
This'll be fun.
Shadow's Embrace. So I managed to piss off everyone. Armies of the North. Turn to your Spire of Avengers Wolf. From there, you'll be able to issue an edict to repel the armies of the Northern Kingdom. Come to your attention, the Empire has made good on Karos' threat. Armies march to the north with one goal, the utter annihilation of it is. Fortunately, you have resonating Avengers Wolf Spire that you're disposal with it. You have the power to issue an edict to disrupt the Northern Kingdom. Fire victory may be yours.
I got it.
At your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
No one really is going to talk about that. It's about my buddies. Well, Karos, it nearly ended well. I've got a feeling I must have been like 1 decision off. Let's actually look at the missives. Not spy. Reputations. I actually want to see how close was I. Oh, okay, I gained equal in favor. You killed Blade and Mark! The mountain spire. Again, why is that closer than going to the other one and teleporting? Issue an edict on the Northern Kingdoms. Waves of energy radiate from the spire draw you forward, pressing your body and mind to eager embrace. In the centre of the tide resonator stands, broadcast your voice, echoing a command of the village which it is beyond. From any requests?
Alpha should bite at foes with fire and blood, venom and darkness. Want to watch flaring, fleeing humans lit as fires and shadow. Want to listen to death yowls consumed by crackling flames.
So you want me to kill her? Or at least to attack? Can you turn everyone inside out? Make the piss rings? Damn it, I can't decide. You figure it out. Just be on the way. You want to suggest the best way to destroy the entire nation? No, Fate, but I'll leave that decision up to you. It's probably a mass declaration of war against the Overlord. Ready? So this is it. We've come a long way since Engineering Ruins. I never before this. I was nothing important. One of Scarlet Chorus killer among thousands. We're really doing something here. Thanks for letting me tag along. Turns the surprise, buddy. Aw, she's sheepish!
Beast Woman and Alpha to kills in shadow have slaughtered many tough challengers in fight for survival. Have hunted Archons and ravaged whole armies. If Kairos was in Tyr's lands, Shadow Hunter would tear out human Prima's throat, consume fear-flooded heart, and scent-mark humans' mangled bones.
Wow.
Alpha 2 would do the same.
I probably wouldn't piss on her,
It's
though.
beginning of new season,
Not into that.
of time to hunt human called Overlord.
It's incredible what you've done to get here. I think you can take another step further. I want to be your side when it happens. You were the first one who didn't twist me to see your ends, and I'll never forget that. Let's finish what we started. If I don't show Kairos my ability to cast an edict, more than one side thing, your cat attacks will never stop. Striking Overlord where it hurts. Good. I hope the old cod piece feels it in his throne room. Take your best swing. There's no inspired by which your command. Stone. Or stones. I mean, we might as well. I've already issued the edict to fire. Let's edict to stone. Show them I've got more than one weapon at my disposal. Like, sorry Kairos, you might be nice, but I've never met you, and apparently you're a bitch. So... edict to stone. Slows down everybody, weakens magic, and gives me armor.
The Tears have been conquered, unified at last under a single banner, Your edict brings devastation and ruin to the Northern Empire. Some believe the edict to be Kairos' work. Others hope, or fear, that this edict comes from a new voice. Kairos' forces withdraw from their march upon the Tiers, as they are sent into disarray by your edict. You have brought order to the Tiers, uniting the realms with the disfavored Legion, enforcing your will. The Overlord's conquest of the known world has come to a halt, and the whisper of a challenger to Kairos' power slowly spreads throughout the land.
Your edict of stone shakes the ground under the northern capital, a quake that builds in such ferocity that massive sinkholes in front of the bustling city, swelling whole districts. The citizens flee in terror, make an attempt to help, but find their arcane powers dampened to the point of uselessness, even as they cleave to falling structures or ruin from wedding fishes, or wonder why Kairos offers no deliverance. As chaos ensues in the Northern Kingdom, the armies marching the Tiers received an unprecedented order. The armies were to fall back to the capital and ensure the safety of people from the edict. For the first time in Kairos' great conquest, the armies retreated. Soon questions would be asked, a hushed, terrible breath held across the land about what new and terrible power had emerged that could force the hand of the Overlord. You feel Kairos' decree, and all the Tiers is now ruled by a single Archon. Your former rivals either submitted to you or perished, bringing civil war to a close. The Scarlet Chorus may have been mighty numbers, but it didn't stop you from thoroughly scattering them, cutting off the Serpent's head and sending each of the gangs howling back to the chaos they sowed. How the remnants of the Horde occupy themselves without war to fight becomes a topic of nightmares. It was thought the disfavored would never rally under another general, but by enlisting Graven Ash to your cause, you managed the next best thing, controlling the Archon to harness the strength of the Northern Empire. You reorganized their old-fashioned regiments with a new chain of command, placing yourself as the highest authority. Legion's victories spread beyond count. Your soldiers train hard, preparing for the retaliation to come. Under your guidance, those who resisted the conquest and sowed discontent are vanquished, and the rebellion brought to a decisive end. Any lingering questions of who is true ruler of the Tiers answered by your impact to reconstructed nation. Word of your success spreads beyond the Tiers as well, even the most distant corners of the Empire whisper of the Fatebinder who rose to become an Archon, and an Archon whose intervention shattered the conquest, making way for a new future in the devastated nation. Uniting the Tiers under the banner of disfavor was never your directive, and yet you performed it admirably, consolidating the Overlord's forces under your rule and grooming the Tiers for their place in the new order. Same people who once hurled curses across the seas soon learned to think of themselves as part of a greater whole, extending beyond their modest borders. With each stone dispelled, the earth around the sea stone finally settles, leading everyone to believe the realm of Azure will return to its former glory. But the ritual used to end the edict blighted the land, such a decree that nothing will grow, no matter how hard anyone tries. With determination, some are able to start small seedlings, but nothing ever came of it. Memory of Khan as a great force of destruction remains a monument of inert rock. Most agree the world is better off without Archon of Stone. The people of Azure to begin slowly reclaim a land that was once torn asunder by his power. As the strongest and oldest of their kind, the death of the Stonestalkers is a blow to Beastmen culture. The demise also brings century of oral traditions to an abrupt end. The local tribes never recover from terrible loss. With Cairn's essence preserved in the lands Azure permanently blighted, the Earthshakers return to the disfavored. While the reputation isn't what it used to be, the success in dealing with such decisive blow to the Scarlet Chorus by removing their main source of food has earned back the respect of the Legion. The Earthshakers are accepted back into the ranks of the disfavored, once again becoming part of the army that helps subdue the Tiers. With the Unbroken all but destroyed, the former citizens of Stalwart threatened to slide into lawlessness. Kara's forces stationed in Sindelstein managed to quell the worst of the uprising, but peace and the nations need their ship resist at every turn. Emilia returns to Graven Ash's fort to iron half of her baby, the former heir to Stalwart. Her presence bring unease and disfavored. We don't know what to make of a circumstantial traitor. Not how she navigates the future you pose to Tyranny will be her decision. Though it takes time to recover from the devastation of the Edict of Storms, the Blade Grave begins to slow march towards healing. The realm of Stalwart may never resemble its former glory, but this land is not so blasted that something new and better can't be built atop the bones of the path. The Regent bloodline has ended, with it the new tradition and legacy spring to life. You eliminated the Scarlet Chorus that plagued the disfavored troops in the Vellum Citadel, cutting a path through them all the way to the Silent Archive. Instead of destroying it as Graven Ash wanted, you chose to keep it for yourself, realizing the knowledge contained in the scroll was far more useful in your hands. By taking the Silent Archive from its pedestal and disrupting the preservation spell holding the Vellum Citadel in stasis, you caused the collapse of the single largest repository of knowledge in Tyranny. The world may never know the true extent of the loss. The Sage are all but wiped from the tears that remains there. Hoarded knowledge is vulnerable and likely to be misused and destroyed. The damage done to the intellectual core of the region is likely beyond reversal. Through small groups would be scholars. Groups would be scholars gain influence from time to time, but setbacks are also too vast to overcome. Without interference from outside forces, Lethan's crossing flounders under the control of the Bronze Brotherhood. What was once a thriving centre of commerce for the town quickly evolved into a lawless town, proud and mercenaries and thugs. By enacting an edict on Vandrum's well, you announced your power to the world and showed Karos' force that you were capable of. When defeated their leader and scattered the army before you, they sent the message to Karos. A new Archon is born. While the edict dissipates, the effect will always be felt the first true threat to Karos' rule. Graven Ash continues to lead the disfavored, this time bowing to your superior command. First, the old general balks your instructions, but time grows to trust your judgment without question. Working together, you bring much needed order to glorious tears. Killing the voices in Narat spreads joy, the bloody vengeance across the continent, celebrating the death of history's greatest parasite. On occasion, the occasion is marked by all who suffer under the oppression of the Scarlet Chorus. Even in victory, one thought nags you. They witness its death, you can't help but wonder if the voice in Narat is done with you. The death and turn on the Adjudicator, the bastard city threatens to slide back into lawless ways. Keeping the peace, imposing new definition of order, commands all of your forces. You delegate the responsibilities of the new court of fate binds. You lighten the burden and make the Archon's absence a manageable setback. The death of Blade and Mark deprives the world of a most capable murderer. One less bedtime story to scare children is no significant loss, though. You can't help but glance the dark corners of every room. You feel as something is watching you. Blade and Mark will always cast a long shadow in your life. Not content to enjoy fruits of victory, Barrett provisions himself among the ranks and files of your supporters, organising troops for strengths, making sure each pulls his weight. His armour clings to him as doggedly as ever, though he wears it with a straighter back and lighter step than he did before. A team of loyal camp followers polishes plates with respectable sheen each morning. The smell of escapes his visor is notably improved. Medal of Valor decorate his breastplate, adoring supporters drape garlands of flowers across his pauldron's life is good for the tarrying soldier. Oh, so this is the end of the game? I didn't realise. Verse finds himself adrift of relative peace to follow your conquest. She returns to the field, seeks out a young woman from ritual communities, imparted fighting skills, although most passionate. Of the cause of her May apprentices, she follows the voice in the rat's example and forms a personal army of the Callous Sisterhood. Verse proves to be a strict teacher. You hire her services often, confident she'll take any assignment with blood to be spilled. Landry keeps close watch over you, scribbling his account of your deeds and accomplishments in tireless quest to fill the chronicle of history and knowledge. He follows you, even to his twilight years, and together you learn much about the world. Pretend not to notice Landry's waning strength, though you find yourself pausing mid-sentence, let his writing catch up. He recognizes your generous ruse and appreciate. Sit in silence. Ebb remains to your company, where she seeks out promising recruits among your supporters. As recognizing some obvious talent, she takes on a team of apprentices with all new school would be tidecasters. Though she often jokes that the school is bound to fail, with her at the helm, her students think otherwise. Many dozens of hopefuls would beg him for a tutelage. Kills the Shadows shows little interest to clean up the tears after your victory. Instead, she takes it upon herself to hunt down every disfavored soldier that will not submit to your rule. Word gets back to you, the maulings and spirits amongst Karos' ranks, perpetuated by beasts of legendary ferocity. Though you can track down your wayward companion, you let her continue her own work her own way, bloody yet effective. That threat of the Overlord's control, Siren struggles with how to manage her freedom. Inspiration finally strikes, and she travels to Tears, visiting small villages ravaged by Karos' occupation. She sinks to the frightened, hurt villagers, buoying their spirits and laying their fears. Guilt for her hand in the horrors what upon the world of Scarlet Chorus spur her on, and wonders become more and more spectacular. The follows the songbird growing number take message of peace and harmony throughout Tyratus. If you once profess loyalty to Karos, popular belief holds that the world cannot support two overlords, and you now represent a threat to the established order. This leaves your future in question. With one certainty, when Karos retaliates, you will be ready. From your perch up the ancient spire, you can see hints of the Northern Empire just beyond the mountains. At your command, horns shout a triumphant cry across the valley, heralding the end of one long campaign and the beginning of another. And that's the end of the game, I guess. Fuck, that was good. I did not realise that was the end of the game. Wow, I burned through that a lot quicker than I thought. That was an awesome game, I have to be honest. Fuck. Damn. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit. That was a thing. That game was fantastic. I highly recommend everybody get Tyranny. The game is phenomenal. That game is badass. I was planning on doing a 3-hour stream, as I said before. This game has got to have a follow-up, right? I know it doesn't actually have one, but I want it to. So badly. Fuck, I'm gonna miss this game. I didn't think I'd beat it that quick. I did not think I'd beat it that quickly at all. Fucking hell. Wow. That game was amazing. That was phenomenal. I'm in shock. I'm actually in shock that I beat it that quickly. Wow. And in the end, everyone adores me. Well, not. I may live in a bit of a, like, hellscape now because I may have destroyed part of the world, essentially. But I also rule it. So... It's a shame that I couldn't get the hat off of what's her name? Serene. I wanted to try to see if I could get the hat off, because I know there's more to this game. I know for a fact there's more. My god, that was awesome. That was awesome. Fucking hell. Yeah, that was a phenomenal game. Highly recommend anybody, if you're thinking about getting Tyranny, if you are even vaguely considering it, buy it. If this looks like even vaguely your kind of game, you need to buy it. This game is phenomenal. That is one path. I know for a fact this game has a shitload more. There's tons and tons of options available for you to play through in this game. This was just literally one. This is my path. This is probably what I'd have done, and what I did do. This is my first ever shot at the game. Just wanted to go at it, see how I do, and it paid off. It really did. The game is amazing. Shout out to the devs of this game. They are fantastic. The fact that they did this game and made it less awesome is phenomenal. So, yeah, the game is fantastic. It's a great game. Buy it, play it, go through it yourself, see what you can do. If you can, just go for it and see how you do. This game is phenomenal. The story is amazing. I guess I'm now I'm the overlord of the tiers, I guess now. I will take it. God, I hope they make a sequel to this game. I don't know how they would, but I hope they do. Yeah. Thank you to everybody thank you for everybody for watching this. As I said, I didn't expect this to be the finale. I expected to have a couple more episodes, but apparently not. Damn, that was a good game. That was a fantastically good game. Yeah. Wow. So I do hope that you all enjoyed. I loved playing this game, as I keep saying. I need to find a new game. I need to find a new Thursday game. Shit. Damn, that was good. That was fantastic. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah. Have a fantastic evening, every single one of you. We'll wait to the end of the credits. The devs of this game have earned this full showing of the credits. My god, that was awesome. Yeah, the story was great. All the interactions with the characters were great. I actually wish it had been longer. I'm gonna be honest, I wish it was longer. That was fantastic. I actually like. I know a lot now. There's a lot of my friends didn't really like the combat system. I thought it was fine. That may be my playstyle though. I enjoy the big stompy characters. I enjoy playing as them. Like I picked a character which is basically all two-handed weapon and heavy armor. So I think that just kind of went well with the playstyle. I think that just suits the game pretty nicely. And Ebb is... all the characters are actually really good. Lantry was a bit lacking just because... I guess it's because he's a jack of all trades. I'm just going to go on a rant about each of the characters and how awesome they are. Lantry... I'll go about the characters I barely used. Lantry seemed good, but he just, like, lacks... His supporting skills aren't quite good enough to really make up for the rest. Ebb was phenomenal. Ebb was great as a monstrously powerful damage dealer. She literally is the character that you go all on offense. Surin is one of the most overpoweredly good characters. Tyranny. There we go. End the credits. Surin is one of the best characters I've ever seen in a video game. She is a fantastic support, as I proved, I think. Like, she is absolutely awesome and one of the best characters I've ever had the pleasure of controlling. Same with Verse, to be honest. Verse is just great. Great as just a damage dealer. She's great as the rogue character. And I'm not usually a fan of rogue characters, but in this game they did Verse as the rogue class very well. Kills and Shadows also was amazing. Barak was great. I didn't really get to use him much. His damage was a bit too low compared to Kills and... I like the fact that I picked the giant beast woman over the disfavored character, yet one with the disfavored. Yeah, Barak was awesome, but he just like lacks a bit compared to Kills and Shadows thing. I think if you go for like a magey style, it's probably better to have Barak as well. Because he's just a purely defensive tank. Where Kills and Shadows has got the offense to back it up as well. I do think that having an armored tank and a hit point tank is really good for that game. I might play through this again in my own time now. Now that I'm not on stream for it, I might go for more playthroughs. But yeah, each of the characters was great. Verse, I can't praise Verse enough. Verse was amazing. If any character that in any video game can make me enjoy having a rogue, this game does it. And that is a rare, rare thing. But yeah, so, yeah. This game was fantastic. Again, buy it. Seriously, get this game. If you like story games, or you like vaguely strategy games or political games in any way, buy this game and play it. Go have fun. It is a fantastic, fantastic game, and I cannot recommend it enough. I have been Fenris Wolfie Bane. Most people just call me Wolfie Bane. Signing off for this stream. Have a fantastic, fantastic evening and weekend, every single one of you. I've been playing Tyranny. This is the final part of my Tyranny series, which will be up on YouTube. Keep playing video games. You guys are awesome. And get Tyranny and play it, because this game was fantastic. My verdict, 10 out of 10. 100%. It's earned a 10 out of 10. I very rarely give games 100% perfect. This game got a perfect from me. Buy it, play the story, do your own thing. See how you go. This was, as I said, this is one path. I know there's more. I know there's a lot more to this game. My god, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. I can't say it enough. Yeah, I've been Wolfie Bane. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a fantastic evening. I'll be back on Monday with something. There will not be a Legion of Victory. Complete the game as an allied in this favorite. Okay, let's see. Which achievements did I get? convince Graham Knights to submit to your rules swaying his allegiance from Kairos. Of course. Chorus victory. Chorus alliance. Chaos a bit. There's a victory for finishing the game without any allies. Turn Jones. Oh, I could have just joined the Stone Stalkers. That would have been cool. I nearly did that. I nearly got How the Mighty Have Fallen, which is beat all the Archons. Okay, quite 10 artifacts. I didn't even know where there's 10 artifacts. I got a few. Actually, I wonder if I'd have equipped the last one, it would have done it. I never got Tyrant. I'm happy with that. Law. Precision Adjudicator. Oh, there's actually an achievement for losing the game. Yeah, did I get? I guess I didn't. Yeah, I'm happy I'm happy with this. That ending was pretty solid. Yeah, play the game, go grab it for yourselves. See you guys next time. Have a fantastic evening. Again, there will not be a stream next Thursday because I am out. I'm actually just out of the house. So I will be unable to do a stream there. But there will still be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday streams. Yeah, there will still be a stream on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday I won't have a stream. And next Friday, I might start... I'm thinking of starting up doing more streaming days. It will not be this week. It may be next week. So yeah, have a fantastic evening, every single one of you. Keep playing video games and keep being the best audience on Twitch. Have fun and see you around.